Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Oh my god, it's Friday. And I'm not tired today. What do you know about that? I didn't even edit the vlog last night. I was so tired. I think I fell asleep at like 9:30, 10:45. And this was the first morning this week that we didn't have to get up early for whatever reason. Or earlier than we have been. So the alarm went off at 7 and I was like, oh, I'm awake. Oh, isn't that nice? So yeah, I got a very good sleep last night and so I've come home. And I've been super duper productive. I've been working on one of my assessments. The assessment that I showed my tutor yesterday. I've been working on her comments and all that jazz. And then I edited yesterday's vlog. That was the first thing I did. And then I came home and worked on my essay where, yeah, I've basically just been working on her comments that she gave me yesterday and trying to add, I'm basically trying to get a complete first draft because next week is like the peer review where like someone else is meant to read it and then write like 1,000 words. I don't know what about, on how well I've written it. I don't know, but she said bring in at least 800 words, that's like the criteria, and I was like, okay. But then last night I showed her and she was like, make sure all 4 sections have been started, because I've only started 3 of them. I finished 1 of them completely, first draft. She said don't touch it. The second one I finished, she just asked me to tweak it. The third one I had started, she asked me to tweak it a little bit, and I'm working on that one right now. But that one's really confusing me, so I need to go in next week and ask her a bunch of questions about it. And the 4th one, I haven't started it yet, because we've only been doing it like in the past week or so. I don't know. It's a bit confusing. Like I said, this module is insanely vague, and they've not been particularly helpful in guiding us onto what it is we're meant to be writing about. And so writing it's been really hard because I've basically been guessing the entire time and bringing it in hoping that it's along the right lines. And apparently so far it kind of has been. I'm getting a lot more critiques than I would have done had I known what I was doing from the beginning. It's a confusing essay, but I'm getting through it. I've definitely done over 800 words, which is what they wanted. So as long as I get a start with all of the other ones, then I'm fine. So it's quite late in the day now. Well, quite late in the day. It's 11:30. It's late in the morning. I've been working since 8:30, so, you know. Is that 4 hours work? 3 hours of work. 3 hours of work I've been doing so far, and I'm now just updating my Mac because I've had an annoying little notification on my thing for ages. I thought it was supposed to do it automatically. It hasn't, so it's just restarting itself for me and updating. It's great. But then I'm going to continue with my assignment. I don't know if I'll finish a first draft, but I'll get like a solid enough amount of work done for the sake of bringing it in next week for them to peer review. I've never done a proper peer review before. Last year we had like a little one that we had to do, but it was like a table thing. We had to fill in a table, and the person who I was peer reviewing had written like 300 words, and so I was like, the 300 words they've done so far are promising. Like there's only so much you can say with that, so I don't really know how to do a proper peer review and whether what it's going to be. I don't know whether they're going to give us a table again or what, I don't know. So yeah, that's hopefully going to be resolved next Thursday. But yeah, that's what I've been doing all morning this morning. Edited the vlog and then work on my essay. I'm always my most productive first thing in the morning and I don't film it because I'm busy. And then I film myself doing nothing all afternoon. And it makes me look a lot lazier than I am. I'm not lazy, I'm doing loads of stuff. I just do lots of stuff in a short space of time. I think I'm home alone, so I'm gonna go let my cat out and have her come up and cuddle me and keep me company. So I'll see you guys later. This happens every time. I have my lap, and then she has an entire bed that she can choose between, but no, she has to sit on the book that I'm copying my notes from. Don't you? It's never easy. There's literally the paragraph that I need to read, she's like sitting on, and oh yeah, not a care in the world. Great. Anyway, since I last spoke to you, I've had lunch, and it's taken that long for my computer to re-upgrade. My chin is very red. I put the extra strong spot cream back on in hopes that it will fix my face. Might be the last I use it, hopefully. But I've also just had my hands like this on my chin, and now my chin is like super pink. Yeah. Oh, she's laying down now. Yep. You get comfy. Shall I move this for you? There you go. Anyways, I'm gonna attempt to do the rest of my essay. Can you move? Okay, you stay there. I'll try and do it without my notes for a while. But eventually I am going to have to shove you off. Hello everyone. It's a bit later. I managed to pry her off my book, and I have officially written a first draft for that assignment. Like from beginning to end, not just like partially, like completely finished a first draft. 2,000 words. Well, no, more than that. It's 2,000 words and then 10% over, so I can have 2,200. I think I've done 2,177 words without having to cut anything out, which is fantastic because last year I had a lot of issues having to cut the 10%, like cut down to the 10% over because I'd gone over that. And this year I've been a lot more cautious of it and I haven't done it. But that's the first draft done. That assignment's not due until January. So that's dedication, that is, my god. This is the module where everything is insanely vague, and essentially what I've been doing is I've been like copying my lecture notes and kind of trying to format it in an essay to make it, you know, make sense. And I've been getting a lot of criticism for not writing my own voice in there. So I've tried very hard. There's only one of the 4 sections that I'm not confident in, and that's because it's... I asked you to comment on a range of things, but in the examples they gave us, the example only talked about one thing in a lot of detail. And so I've done one thing in a lot of detail because that's what the example showed us, but I'm not actually sure whether that's what I meant to be doing or not, so I'm going to bring it in and show her and hope that it's right. If not, I will probably have to redo that one section, but the rest of it I'm pretty sure is solid and done, and I'm very happy with myself because that literally it took me past the morning. Like normally by lunchtime I'm like, all my productivity has been done for the day, and I can't. And in fairness, it did take me like 4 hours to do like an hour's worth of work if I had been doing it in the morning, because my productivity after lunchtime just... But I did it, and that's one more thing off my list that I don't have to worry about anymore, and I can chill out. Another thing that's happened, I've got a pain in my armpit again. This time there's no lump though. So the last time this happened, I ended up going to the doctor because there was like a lump there and I got really worried. They prescribed me with shingles, which turns out it definitely wasn't that, because she was like, expect these symptoms, and the symptoms never came. What we think it was blocked sweat glands, because I had been using that prescribed deodorant for excessive sweating and basically didn't sweat properly for weeks. And then I went to Mallorca, where it was obviously considerably hotter and I needed to sweat more and I wasn't sweating properly, and yeah, that's what I think that was. I haven't touched that stuff since then though, because of the lumps that it made that scared me. But this is how it started last time. It started with like a bruising pain and like, sorry, I'm just like touching on my armpit right now. I can't feel a lump, I don't think. It just feels bruised. It feels almost like a pulled muscle kind of bruise, but it's only in one particular area. I don't know what it is. I've basically told myself that I'll wait until Monday, and if the pain's still there I might call a doctor, just in case, because it's better to be safe than sorry. That's been another thing I've been dealing with today. Anyway, I've been crazy productive. I'm going to reward myself by not being productive now, because that's my treat. I'm going to pay some attention to this one who's been sitting here patiently for me. Although she has interrupted me on multiple occasions. But I'll let that slide. Won't I? Can you stop licking your crotch, please? Hi everyone, I haven't seen you in a really long time because I've not really done anything. But it's later, we're at Chris's, we're having dinner, we just had a ready meal. Both of us have had pretty crappy days, and so we bought a lot of stuff to console ourselves.
Are you drunk yet?
We're drinking, we're doing a, oh yeah you do. Use the one with water in it because that one's yours. It's that kind of a day, that kind of a week really. And the two of us are just not in the mood to deal with our problems like mature adults. So we're going to drink away our troubles instead. So on that note, we're going to end the vlog here. Thanks very much for watching and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Say bye.